Have you ever watched the series and fall in love with one of the characters? Some of you might say yes and think, wow, I love Yuno from Blue Lock. But what I'm talking about is actually falling for a character, feeling romantic interest for them, and imagining the two of you going out on dates, holding hands, and even the deplorable act of kissing. Unfortunately, that's what happened to 13-year-old me. I've fallen for a couple fictional girls back then, and in my defense, I was a growing teen who was experiencing hormones for the first time. Now, obviously, being more mature and a little less delusional, I wanna look back and check out why I fell for these characters anyway. I remember one of the first animes I've ever watched was Fairy Tail. It's about magicians and the power of friendship. Now, of course, that's a very crude and oversimplified explanation of the show, and memories of Fairy Tail hit on my mind very vaguely. But hopefully for those of you who have watched it, you're thinking it's actually a pretty accurate description. To get back on track, one of the characters is named Wendy Marvel, a young kind-hearted sky dragon slayer. Now, my 13-year-old self fell in love with Wendy because they were around the same age. I legit do not. My 13-year-old self fell in love with this character because they were around the same age. And maybe also because they didn't have a love interest in the series. Yeah, I was weird then. I mean, I'm still weird now, but back then I was like, weird. Why though? Why would 13-year-old me fall for this girl? The answer can't be that simple, that we're both the same age and we have no love interest. Let's expand the question actually. Why do people fall in love with fictional characters? Aside from Wendy, I'm gonna be talking about 3 anime girls I remember falling for. Namely, being Yubia Luxor from Fairy Tail, Ana Nishikinomiya from Shimoneta, and Marika Tachibana from Nisekoi. Hopefully I didn't butcher any of the names. Embarrassingly, all of these girls have something in common. They are all yanderes. Yes, 13me loved yanderes. Allow me, dear viewer who has been living under a rock all these years, to explain. A yandere is
a fictional character trope, typically female, who exhibits an intense, often psychotic, level of devotion or possessiveness towards a love interest, often leading to violent or destructive behavior. The term is a portmanteau of yanderu, to be sick, and deradir, love struck.
Must have got a fly in my throat or something, cause that was totally me explaining that, by the way. Well, why do people want a yandere anyway? I'm not a psychologist or anything, but to have someone obsessively want and adore you, thinking nothing but you. You've probably been lonely your whole life, getting ignored, just wanting to be seen by someone, anyone, yearning to have that special someone that notices you. Then you turn to anime, and you see that someone who's rejecting what you want, a yandere that gives the attention and love you've been craving for. Or maybe you're just a freaky freak and wanna smash every day. Look, I haven't watched any of the shows in a while and I'm relying on my memory and the wiki, so bear with me. And please mention in the comments if I get anything wrong. Slight spoiler warning for these shows by the way, but I don't think I'm gonna reveal anything much. Marika Tachibana is the least yandere person of the 3 that I'm gonna be talking about. Some might argue, Google, that she isn't even a yandere, but I only slightly agree and it's my video. So, there. Marika Tachibana is one of the main love interests in the anime/manga Nisekoi False Love. Also one of the first animes I've ever watched. Marika is everything a guy could ever want. She is rich, beautiful, good at singing, and can cook. And did I mention she is rich? Now of course, you shouldn't date anyone for monetary gain. But just saying, if it was legal, she could probably buy you. No, actually, she could definitely buy you. Marika did everything she could just for the slightest chance for Raku, the MC of Nisekoi, to like them back. From growing out her hair, to even changing the way she speaks. Now, I vaguely remember 13me disliking Raku for not reciprocating Marika's love. Like, come on man, she got that paper, beautiful, and she's obsessed with you? What more can you want? That's probably what 13me was thinking at the time. But, having grown older now, I understand Raku a little bit. If you like someone and you try everything you can to have them like you back, it's all for naught if they still don't. You gotta respect Raku's decision. You can't just suddenly like someone just because they change the way they act, or learn how to cook, or grow out their hair. No matter how rich, beautiful, or smart you are, if the other person doesn't like you, I think it's best to just let it go. You probably didn't even deserve them. You deserve someone like me, Marika Tachibana. I remember 13 me just laying on the bed, looking at the ceiling, feeling depressed the AF because Marika wasn't real. That is a very embarrassing thing to say. Subscribe and like the video guys, I'm actually revealing my shameful past. Now that's the most memorable thing I remember doing when I fell for a fictional character. On to slightly less cringe stuff, Juvia and Anna. For this one, I'm gonna compare and contrast the two in one segment because I feel like they have a lot of similarities, as well as some minor differences. For one, Juvia is a magician, whilst Anna is the daughter of the leader of an organization who hates mechs. Just a minor difference is all. If my memory serves me right, after Grey, the love interest of Juvia, defeats Juvia and her guild, she lets herself go on top of a roof before Grey saves her just in the nick of time. All of her life, Juvia has been broken up with again and again, which sent her to a hopeless situation who will never find love. Because of her magic, there's always rain following her, painting a sorrowful and depressing mood, so all of the guys she was interested in left her. Until Grey was able to steal her heart and lift the curse, finally allowing her to experience sunlight. On the other hand, Anna falls for Tanokichi, the main character of Shimoneta, after he accidentally falls on her and kisses her. That's it. Yeah, I was expecting something more too. Although they fall for their respective love interests in completely different ways, they are still categorized as yanderes. Some might say the way Anna fell for Tanokichi is shallow and a little lazy. Well, that some is me, and I agree, but then again, it's supposed to be unrealistic because it's anime, and that leads us to... Tell me, why do you watch anime? Is it for the jaw-dropping animation? Or the journey you go on, exploring beautiful worlds you can only see in fiction? Perhaps you just want to sit back and have some laughs and enjoy the show. Is it the characters themselves who develop and grow as you emotionally get attached to them? Well, your answer to all of this might be yes. And I'm not saying that's wrong whatsoever because I do love that as well, depending on the show. Let me ask this though. Do you watch anime to escape reality? Yeah, obviously, I mean, duh, why else would you watch it? From the bizarre world of JoJo to the expansive world of One Piece. Everything seems so interesting, but a good setting needs just as good or even better characters. A good plot can't achieve its full potential without interesting characters, and so you get attached to its characters, and on rare occasions, fall in love. You fall in love with a character you will never get to be with. But it's nice, isn't it? Thinking about holding hands, going on dates, lap pillows. The only way that can happen is either through your dreams or a body pillow. Yes, that's why body pillows were made. It's all sunshine and rainbows until you get hit like a truck by the fact that you will never date an anime girl. And just like 13 me, you lay on your bed, looking at the ceiling and think about your life decisions and go out touching grass. Oh wait, what's this? Oh shit. I don't know about any other, but I do know about the most well-known one, Akihiko Kondo. For those of you who don't know or forgot, Akihiko Kondo is an individual who, in November of 2018, married a virtual singer, Hatsune Miku. They had a formal wedding and everything. I'm not saying all of this so people would go and hate on him, although it is a little weird. If he is not hurting anyone or himself, then let's let him be. Besides, in an interview with him from the channel Takashi, he stated himself that he was in a bad mental state at the time and Miku was the one who saved him. It's really an interesting watch and you should watch it if you're interested more in the interview. Continuing on, I think falling in love with a fictional character is completely fine. I mean, look at how I turned out. I'd say I did pretty well, and Miku helped Akihiko Kondo feel better. But I don't really suggest that you should marry an anime character. I'm not saying what you should or shouldn't do. Hey, if you're having a rough time and this character helped you out, possibly saving your life and others, then go for it. Although I wouldn't deny that it is sad and reflects the declining birth rate in Japan. With AI girlfriends here and people becoming less empathetic, I theorize that there will be more people like Akihiko Kondo. I mean, look at the internet, there's definitely a lot of them. So, if you use AI as your therapist, please remember that it's just AI. It doesn't have feelings and was just programmed to say that, have a walk in the park and touch some grass if you need to. Although there are some cases like Akihiko where AI helped him, I don't really see it necessary. Humans have healed and grown long before AI was invented. So, if people from 100 to 1,000 years ago could do it, I'm sure 21st century humans can do it too. Well, that's all I wanted to talk about. Talk to you guys later.